What's going on, guys? Welcome to Pam Unfiltered, the spot where we spill the hottest celeb tea, break down and review all the reality TV chaos, get real about the latest trending news, and of course, so much more. So let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on Pam Unfiltered. Let's get into the Stefon Diggs news. So earlier today, it was reported that he is going to be facing felony strangulation, suffocation charges, as well as a misdemeanor of assault and battery. When this first came out in the news outlets and the blogs, it was very vague. Everybody was like, what's going on? This is very random. What happened? There's no details. Well, a little bit later on the day, we all found out that, in fact, he got into an altercation with his chef over money. So apparently what the chef is saying is that he did not pay her. Again, they got into an argument, then it turned physical, and the chef is claiming that he tried to suffocate her. So we're going to go to the neighborhood talk. Y'all already know how much I love the neighborhood talk, honey. And we're going to read what they had to report. So it says here, Stefon Diggs has found himself in trouble with the law yet again. This time he's being accused of strangulation and assault. Now, I would say about a month, maybe a month and a half ago, even maybe 2 months, it's the end of December. It was reported that his former stylist, now when I reported, I didn't know that was his stylist, but his former stylist, I believe, is either suing him for SHing him. If you're curious about that, I'll leave that video down below. But it says here, according to Boston 25, Diggs has been charged with felony strangulation, like I said, or suffocation, and misdemeanor of assault and battery, stemming from an incident on December 2nd, the day after Diggs and the Patriots played the Giants. So it says here, Diggs' lawyer, Michael DiStefano, appeared via phone in court today to reportedly have the police report and details around the alleged assault sealed. Why? It says he also reportedly told the court that Diggs has made a monetary offer to the alleged victim to settle this matter outside of court. That is admission of guilt. I don't think your lawyer should have done that. His next arraignment is scheduled for January 23rd. So let me read this little passage here. This is from the Patriots. So it says, as far as the Patriots, they're standing 10 toes behind Diggs. In a statement, they claim Diggs has denied any wrongdoing and they will continue to support him and allow him to play. Okay. After he tried to pay her off? Okay. Okay. The New England Patriots are aware of the accusations and that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. Stefon had informed the organization that he categorically, y'all don't kill me, denies the allegations. We support Stefon, their statement read. We will continue to gather information and will cooperate fully for the appropriate authorities and the NFL as necessary. Out of respect for all parties involved, and given that this is an ongoing legal matter, we will have no further comment at this time. Interesting that the Patriots will back him up, because we all know a lot of, I'm going to say companies, but a lot of, you could say companies, teams, when allegations such as these come out, they're ready to get rid of these people. So I'm really shocked that the Patriots are standing 10 toes, according to them, 10 toes behind him, especially after he tried to, pay her off. Maybe because he went to them earlier before this stuff came out. I don't know, but I'm just shocked about the situation. But that was the initial reports, right? So then about maybe 4 hours later, right? Then we got the information that it was his chef. So let me read this. It says, neighbors, details are now being revealed regarding Stefon Diggs' strangulation and assault charges. According to an incident report by the Dedham police, I'll show you guys that in a little bit. A female private chef claims Diggs slapped her and choked her over a money dispute. In the incident report, the chef, who is listed as Adams, went to the Denham Police Report on Police Department. What is wrong with me? I'm a very good reader. I like to read. Okay. I was that girl who, there was like, does anybody want to read this passage out loud? I was that girl that raised her hand and read the damn passage. What is going on? Anyway, so it says, Adams went to the Dedham Police Department on December 16th in emotional distress to report what Diggs allegedly did to her on December 2nd. I don't know why people wait that long. Baby, I'm going the same day. She claims she was working for him as a private chef, but he never paid her. She was initially contracted to work with Diggs throughout the 2025 season and be paid weekly. The payments then switched to monthly, but she did not receive her payment for that month. I wonder if he discussed that with her. Like, listen, it would be better for me if I pay you monthly. Did you work this out? And as a person who's a chef, you are your business. Did you get this in a contract? Because you're not going to just sit here and tell me you're going to pay me monthly. No, 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 no. I need that in writing. Give me that in writing. So it says the payments then switched to monthly, but she did not receive her payment for that month, which prompted her to confront Diggs. The two reportedly had a heated exchange through text about the payments, which led Diggs to allegedly go to the chef's unlocked room to further discuss the dispute. She's a living chef? I never heard of that. I never heard of a person being a lived-in chef. Okay. That's a little much. But it says the conversation allegedly turned violent with Diggs slapping her across the face and then trying to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. She claims he was behind her with his arm around her, causing her to almost lose consciousness. He then reportedly threw her on the bed and said, "Thought so." She then tried to plead with Diggs that she didn't get her money, to which he says lies, and left the room. Adam claims she had redness on her chest from the incident, but she didn't take any pictures. What? When she went to the police, she claimed she wasn't ready to file charges just yet. The police then told her if she didn't, because she's a victim of alleged assault, they would need to follow up with her. Okay, just to close the case. She maintained she didn't want to press charges. Then a few days later, Adam reportedly sent officers screenshots of her and Diggs' argument via text. While talking with the officer, Adam asked if he had contacted, he or she. While talking to the officer, Adam asked if he had, contacted Diggs about her ongoing. What is wrong with me today? While talking to the officers, I'm sorry, y'all. While talking to the officer, Adam asked if he had contacted Diggs about her going to the police because a woman she believed to be Diggs' girlfriend contacted her by saying, "You don't need to do all of this." Now, who the hell was that? Who texted him? Now, she said girlfriend. He only got one girlfriend. He only got one girlfriend. And her name is Cardi B. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, this can get a little bit more ugly now, honey. Says, you don't need to do all of this. It's not that big of a deal. Lord have mercy. Eventually, Adams agreed to press charges, leading to him being charged with strangulation and assault. So that's what happened, right? I'm gonna give my little 2 cents just real quick before I read the actual text message. This is a little fishy. And the reason why I say that, and I'm not talking about with the chef. I believe her wholeheartedly that he did that. But I'm just a little, hmm. The way they're arguing does not come off as if their relationship is business transactional. It seems like it's more than that. Could it be that they knew each other as friends? They have, maybe some like friends in common, or could it possibly be a little bit more than that? were they intimate with one another? Because I don't know, that's just me. If somebody's going to hire me as a chef and say I don't live in the area, I'm not going to live in your home. You're going to set me up at a hotel or something. So for her to say he came into my room and we started arguing, and then on top of that, like, it's a lot of like things that seem to be missing here. Again, I am wholeheartedly believing her that he did these things. Um, he just does not seem like an all the way good dude to me. I just feel like there's more to this story as far as them two together. And then after that, she claims that his girlfriend, now we all know his girlfriend is Cardi B, and Cardi B has been his girlfriend, what, maybe a year? Let's say they just were messing around when it was initially reported back in 2024, right? But they didn't make it official, say, earlier this year. So it's been about a year, them two been girlfriend and boyfriend. So is she saying that Cardi B was the one that texted her? I don't know. But let me go into reading the text message between the two. Let me just switch off a little bit. All right, hold on, y'all. So here's the text message. It says, y'all can see it, but I'm gonna still read it. It says, uh, I'm not gonna read that top one. I don't think that has anything to do. It says, you will paying me out of the seat. What? Lord have mercy, the way people write. You will pay me out. I'm going to read it just like that. You will pay me out for the season and the money you said you would give me for my business. Wasting my effing time being here because you got an effing circus going on. I'm out of your life. You see what I'm saying? I'm out of your life. Why would you text that if it's business transactional? And no offense, if you hired me as a chef and this is a business transaction, we're going to have a contract in place. It's going to be signed, it's going to be notarized, anything to make it legit. On top of that, if you did not pay me, I'm going to present that to you in the most business-like manner, and I'm going to say I did not receive any payment from you for such and such. You deny it, I'm going to say okay, or I'm going to have anything to do with take this to the courts. I'm not doing nothing else. We're not friends supposedly, according to this, but I think it may be a little bit more. But if this is business, all of this will not be going on. So again, I'm out your life. What are we talking about here? It says, I won't be paying you sugar. F, I look like paying you and paying another chef. Well, if you owe her her money. And then if you hired a new chef, you got to pay them too. Like, what is this? A 2-for-1? Stefon, please. It said, is you high? BITCH? Who the F got to give you money for your business? I'm going to need everybody to go to Barnes& and Nobles and get a couple of books, and I need y'all to read. Okay? If you got grammar issues, they got some grammar books. Hopefully, back in the day, I'm old, y'all. That's what my mother used to buy when we used to go Barnes& and Nobles. I don't know if they still have those books, but they got some teaching books of grammar and stuff. Come on now. This is ridiculous. Come on. Is you high B? Who the F got to give you money for your business? I'm whatever he says. It don't say nothing. Oh, I don't got to do a mother effing thing. And you can't get, what says, and you can't get whoever you want. You got my address. Tell them to come. Take the money, then F you, talking about. Show me I'm poo-hoo. First of all, you see what I'm saying, y'all? This is not just a business transaction because two people who have that transaction and that's all it is would not be doing all of this in their text messages. This gives me more. And maybe, like I said, more than friendship. So apparently, right after, let me just come out of this. So during the altercation or after the altercation, it's as stated, he offered her monetary, what's the word I'm looking for? Monetary silence. Or he just, how about I stop being smart? He offered her money for her silence, but then he also demanded her to sign an NDA, which she didn't. Y'all, I don't know what's going on here. But again, the judge denied for this to be dismissed, and he's going to be arraigned on January 23rd. This is messy. This is team too much. This man has a lot going on. Not only did you have several women give birth to several of your children this year, you have a lawsuit for SHing a man, but now you appear choking a quote unquote chef. Let me tell y'all something. When giving money, privilege, entitlement to certain people goes wrong, they think because they have a lawyer, they have money, that they can get away with a lot of these things. And it's not happening. I don't know if they'll dismiss this charge because she refused to press charges when it initially happened, and she didn't take any pictures of her injuries, which is going to be probably hard to prove. This is probably going to be a type of he say, she say type of situation. So he might get off on it, which is bad because, again, if he did do this, if he allegedly he did this, he's getting away with something, a major crime, assaulting a woman. And again, I think a woman he's been intimate with. If y'all for 1 second think that Stefon Diggs is not seeing other women outside of Cardi B, you are sadly mistaken. Remember, India Love's sister was allegedly pregnant with his baby. And this was in the last couple of months. This is during the time of him being with Cardi B. And I don't know if you guys seen the video. Well, it's like video clips. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on, y'all. Did y'all see the video clips during Christmas of him with his kids? Did y'all see the ages of his children? All look like they're under a year old. So it's not far-fetched that him and that chef had an intimate relationship outside of her quote-unquote cooking for him. And also, I'm thinking about it now, in the text message said he would pay her for her business. Is she really an actual chef, or she's an inspiring chef? And she thought that he was going to give her money to really kick off her business. I don't know. I know this is messy. No offense, Cardi. You do not need to be with anybody like this. From the time you started dating this man, it has been nothing but drama. I don't mean to bring her into it, but I'm bringing her into it. You got a lot of good things going for yourself. You have your tour, you had your album. You really don't need this type of drama. You still got the ongoing battle of your divorce with that loser. Girl, you don't need this type of dude. He ain't good at all. Well, what are you guys' thoughts on this situation? Y'all already know how I feel. I think he did it. But I also believe that this was an intimate relationship. And he hired her as a favor to be his chef. After a while, he decided he wanted to pay her because it didn't have no contract. Because trust me, if there was a contract, he would have paid her. And it just went sour. That's what I think it is. If more news comes on about this, I will definitely report it. But again, what do you guys think of this situation? Y'all let me know down below, and I will see y'all in the next one. That's it for today's tea on Pam Unfiltered. If you love the drama, the gossip, and the real talk, hit that button, like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I'll see you in the next one.